Hello there.
General Kenobi!
The name of... You proved, if you'll excuse me. I hate it when he does that. Yes.
Oh, it's you. Why do I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me?
I have the high ground! You are the chosen one!
Hello and welcome to another Ouroboros review. Today we'll be doing the Hot Toys Deluxe version of Obi-Wan Kenobi from the third movie. I love this character, I love this figure, so yeah, let's get into it. I love this thing, it's so cool. And I wonder why they play with it so much in the movies. So here we have the box, and you can see there's a nice prototype image of Obi-Wan in the front here, and then this like banner that goes from one end to the other with a few images, and then you have a sticker up here that says Deluxe version, exclusive baby Luke Skywalker, hologram figure, and light up table. The light up table is really cool. I will show you guys that in the accessories. But on the side here, another prototype picture of Obi-Wan. It looks like he's ready to fight Anakin or something. No, actually, because he took his coat off and then fought Anakin. But yeah, all the information in the back, upside down, and this side's just the continuation. But yeah, let's crack this open and see the little art print that's in the front. And here we have the little art print thing in the front here. I still think they should use this for the outside of the box. I guess the banner and the sticker that goes across here wouldn't stick out as much, but this just looks so nice. And the detail that goes into this should be shown, I think. Regardless, I'm happy it's still part of it. So yeah, let's crack this bad boy out and show you some accessories. Alright, so here we have most of what he comes with. We have two bases for his, I guess, stickers for his base, which is, I'm assuming, a Mustafar base, and then like a sand gravel Tatooine base. Pretty cool that they put this in here. I only use this one, but I'm so happy that they put this in here. I'm not too sure if you can pick it up that well, but it does look really good. But as you can see, it is very detailed with like little bits of rocks and gravel and stuff like that. I do like that they put that in here. I might as well show you the other one while I'm here. And then here is the other one. See, it's got like a shiny bit to it. It's all like a rough texture except for these shiny bits. I assume just for grip for the figure. You kind of just peel off the sticker on the back and then stick it to the thing. I kind of just keep them as they are like this. The peg for his crotch grabber goes straight in there, and it kind of just keeps it there anyway. Decent detail. It looks like what it's meant to be. It would have been better if it was like an actual detail bit, three-dimensional rather than a sticker, but that's okay. It comes with his Jedi robes, which is really cool. It's very light, velvety material. It sits really well on him because it is so light. There is a wire in the bit that goes around his collar, which is really cool. Then we have the deluxe parts, which is the little baby here, which is really nice, very well detailed. We'll take a closer look at everything. You have a swishing blade, then a normal blade. We have all the various parts of the destroyed droid, sliced and painted really well. We have his extra arm for the non-light up and the light up. It is a pain in the ass to get this in, so I will only show you the non-light up one for now. I will show you the details of the other one later, purely because it is really difficult to get this guy out. We have two sets of grabbing hands for his lightsaber, two finger hands like an aiming thing for when he's facing General Grievous, a relaxed palm, another lightsaber gripping palm, just kind of different to this one, and two force, push, pull, whatever you want hands here. We have a lightsaber. We have this teeny tiny little pin here that goes in the lightsaber so you can hook it onto his belt. we have his communicator, and that's pretty much it. I will show you the hologram accessory on its own purely because it is a little bit too big and it's kind of awkward to lay on its side. Same with the characters, but for now, this is what you have. I love them all. Let's get a closer look at them all, shall we? All right, so here we have the hands. You can do multiple things with each different hand, obviously. I will just show you guys the detail in one. As you can see, there's some nice little textures and details through his hands, a little bits of skin textures, as well as his veins, the wrinkles on his knuckles, and his tendons. And it looks great. I hope this isn't too blurry or anything like that. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like a hand. Looks great. And here we have his communicator. I think this looks awesome. I found out that it's actually a female razor for obviously shaving. But yeah, how cool is that? And obviously they added a whole bunch of tech. You can see there's some silvers, gunmetal, and some golds, and some texture on the front here, which looks really cool. I think they did a really good job with this. And here we have his lightsaber, which looks very, very nice. I know this neck bit here, the gold and the bronze bit, is meant to be a little bit thinner, but if they did that, I don't think it would hold the blades very well. You can see it's very nicely textured. Not much weathering. The silver bits look like they're polished steel, which looks really cool. And there's a little bit of detail on the inside here, which looks really nice. But yeah, this little bit here just pops out, and then you put this longer one in, and it sits on his belt, which is really cool. As that Imperial guy said in Mandalorian, I would like to see the baby. As you can see, there is a substantial amount of detail into this baby's face. This is little Luke, and it looks creepy, purely because it is a 1/6 scale child. The little hand is amazing. The face looks great, although it's a little bit too shiny, but it looks really good. The texture on his blanket here looks really nice too, which is pretty cool. Very cool that they put little Luke in here. And here we have some droid pieces. Very cool that they put this in too. You can see that it's nicely scorched on the ends of where it was all cut up, which is pretty cool. I kind of just have this laying down. You can put his head on, kind of, if you just jam it in there a little bit, just like that. You can kind of have it as he's like come across his face and then straight down his middle there. But it's very well detailed. The weathering on it is pretty good. You can see all the tech work on the inside looks pretty good. The gun looks good too. It's all got little bits of silver and gunmetal through it, and then like small little stipples of silver through there. Looks really nice. Very well done. One of the coolest accessories in my opinion. Alright, here we have the two blades. One thing I'd like to say is they need to make this stuff a lot darker. For some reason, they don't. I know that Sideshow has released blades beforehand, and the red blade compared to the red blade of Hot Toys just looks so much better. Purely because it's not freaking pink, it's red. But they expect the light up feature to be on all the time. I don't understand that. For people who don't display their figures with a light up feature, I would like a more blue, a more red, a more green, or whatever blade. This is like, it's okay. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. The red blades are kind of worse. It's more of a pink, and I'm very disappointed with that. So Hot Toys, if you hear me, please include a darker blade. But either way, it's kind of the blades here. There's not much to say. Alrighty, so here we have the hologram table. This thing is freaking awesome. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. From what I remember, the table was larger. It was like huge, and it kind of like spanned out like that. But it was attached to the wall at the same time. So it was like it was a hologram table that was attached to the wall. So this little thin display here is only a portion of it, but they captured it really well. Like when I got this, I didn't remember what this looked like, and then I rewatched the movie and I was like, okay, yeah, it does look like that. The only difference is that there's a few minor details as the size, for example. So as you can see, the holograms on there of Darth Sidious and Darth Vader at this point being anointed as a Sith, I suppose. And you can see that the lines on them are really cool, and like as the table isn't lit up, they still look like holograms, which is really cool. And the detail on them is still pretty accurate. I'll show you a little bit more in a bit, but you can see they're like this transparent kind of blue, and there's a few different colors through like Darth Sidious' hands and face, as well as Anakin's hair, face, and a little bit of his hands too. But yeah, the base is just like a random kind of round base with marks through it to make it look futuristic. The stand of the board of the hologram table is like on an angle, which is really nice. And then like this is a kind of rough texture. The rest is nice and smooth. Same with the top here. Got a few silver highlights here. And then the table itself is kind of like a milky plastic, which looks really nice. But all you do is you chuck the batteries in, you turn that on, and it looks realistically holographic, which is awesome. I thoroughly enjoy this accessory. It's probably one of the best ones out of them all, purely because it's just so iconic. And I don't know, I just like this scene where he finds out that Darth Vader betrayed him and everyone else, which is really cool. It's a very iconic scene in the show, or in the movie. So yeah, it's really cool. Let's get a bit of a close-up on these characters, shall we? Alright, so this is what they look like all together. It kind of looks like it's a unsanded 3D printed version of these characters, holographic style. But it looks really cool. You see the layers of hologram, which looks awesome. You can kind of see the details of the faces and the hands, as well as Anakin's hair, which looks really cool. They are kind of just like a hollow piece, so the light will shine through it. So this is what it looks like without the light on, and this is what it looks like with the light on. So it passes as a hologram. I think the camera's not doing it justice, but it is very holographic, if that makes any sense. Every layer has like a dark tint and a light tint, which makes it look really cool. But anyway, moving on, let's go to the figure, shall we? Alright, here we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, one of the most inspiring characters in Star Wars, in my opinion, purely because of how much crap he goes through. He goes through so much heartache, but he's still such a decent person and Jedi, and that screams wonders in my opinion. So, his sleeve is rolled up for a reason. So this is the hand that lights up. There's no like wrist articulation besides forwards and back, but I do not have enough of the batteries to light this guy up. It takes 3 batteries, I only have 2 unfortunately. It's just not going to work for this video. I might do that for Anakin to show you what it's like, because the LED in there is the same. His sleeve is rolled up for a reason. I'll get to that in a bit. Probably one of my favorite characters, so let's just get into the detail, shall we? Alrighty, so here we have his boots and a little bit of the base. I like the fact that it says Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi in a metal nameplate. I don't know why they stopped doing that. I would really appreciate it if they went back to that. So it looks good. This texture looks pretty cool too. I wish it was a proper diorama kind of base, similar to what they had with The Mandalorian even. That would have been acceptable. I know they use that base way too much, but it's still better than just a printout sticker. I like it, but it's not ideal. His boots look really nice. You can see that they have a bit of creasing in them, but I think that it kind of just adds to the character. A little bit of weathering would have been really nice. The texture on them is awesome. It is absolute gold. They try to go for leather and they got it. It looks great. I love it. It looks amazing. It has those small little pits and wrinkles and stuff through it. Like I said before, a little bit of weathering would have gone a long way, but it looks great. It looks absolutely awesome and accurate to the film, which is great. Real kind of seams and stuff from sewing and whatnot, all up the sides here and stuff. The best part about this figure, it's all material, so you'll get a great range of movement, especially ankle movement, purely because it is a leather base. I've had this guy for a few years, and the leather and stitching and stuff has not come undone. You can give so many props to Hot Toys for that, which is great. But anyway, let's move on up. Alrighty, so here we have this midsection. So this material is extremely lightweight. As you can see, it drapes extremely well. It's not too poofy. It could be seen as a little poofy, but it's not that poofy. But these sections here, these flat bits, are actually connected. I was messing around with it before, and I moved and kind of tugged at it a little bit, and it started tugging down this bit here, which is amazing. And as you can see, his belt is put on with Velcro, various pockets and little capsules, all these clips and details, more capsules, more pouches. And here we have his lightsaber holster area where I attached that long piece, so you can kind of just slide that on like that, and it looks great. It looks like it's meant to be there, you know. It looks really good. It looks accurate to the film and everything. So I give him straight props for that. And then you have this like undergarment thing here. I'm assuming it goes all the way through to the vest or the chest area. I just left this rolled up so you can see that it's textured quite nicely. It's all material and there's different layers to it too. And this here is all bendable wire, which is really awesome. So is the underneath of the loincloth here, and a little bit of wiring as it goes up here, which is awesome. Very cool, very well done. Let's move on up, shall we? Alrighty, so here we have his the rest of his tunic, and you can see it's overlaid quite nicely. It is separate materials, which is amazing. And you can see that you can remove it if you really wanted to. There's a little bit of Velcro in there, which is just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. His like shoulder pads are all bendable wire, which is amazing. It's a tiny wire, but it does enough for a decent flow, which is really cool. The back here, you can see there's a little bit of weathering on the V area. It just looks absolutely phenomenal. And you can see that underneath there, it's kind of like layered as well. I feel like they'd get extremely hot, but maybe through the Force, they just ignore it. I don't know. But anyway, let's move up, shall we? Alright, here we have the magnificent portrait. And I know it's a little dated now. They might come out with something different in the future. But I still think it looks a lot like Ian McGregor. With the new series coming out of Obi-Wan Kenobi, I was just like, I need to review this guy. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. I'm sure every Obi-Wan Kenobi fan watching this video is like, yes, yes, Mr. Ouroboros, I am so keen. Because I fucking am. But yeah, you can see that the hair is done quite nicely. It has that sway that goes across here like that, which looks really nice. The back is sculpted quite nicely. A little bit flat for what I like. It's a little too flat, but it still looks pretty good. You can see his facial hair coming down. It even has the two moles that are on his forehead there. You can just make them out like right here and right there. The one in the middle of his forehead is a little bit more prominent than the one up there. But even that looks amazing. The wrinkles on his face look great. He has a serious, stoic kind of look to him, similar to the movie. He's like, you can see he's about to face off with Anakin, or he's talking to Cody, or he's talking to a clone trooper. It does not matter. This face that he has right now seems quite iconic for a lot of multiple things that you want. Him facing out with General Grievous, whatever you want, it would probably work for it. But I can't stress, I love the head sculpt. It's amazing. It's really, really well done. And I praise Hot Toys for doing this. This came out a long time ago and it still holds up quite well. It looks a lot better in person than it does on camera, but I'm still happy with it. While I have him in this pose, I will mention that a few issues have come up with other collectors where this robe has actually left dark stains on the inner tunic. So if you guys are thinking about picking this up, just keep that in mind. If you're gonna let him wear this, then make sure that he is permanently wearing it as opposed in your collection, purely because you don't want to take it off and have it stain it and then displaying without it. But yeah. concludes our review for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the figure. I love this guy. He's done really well, and I love this pose. I also wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been watching all my reviews. A lot of my reviews have gotten over 1K, and then there's also the Spider-Gwen. There'll be a link in the description, but there's over 10,000 views, which is crazy. So thank you all very much. Please, if you guys do enjoy my videos, subscribe. I've got 10K views, but about 100 subscribers. And don't get me wrong, thank you all for subscribing. I'm just talking about the freeloaders who just watch my video and don't subscribe. I'm only joking. If you do enjoy my videos, please subscribe. It does help me a lot, and hopefully I can bring more stuff like this to you guys and like the Spider-Gwen. So thank you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.